Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Smiling Jack animatronic from Party City. So just a little background on this prop. Smiling Jack was sold at Party City in 2020 for $179.99, so $180, and he's made by Techie Designs and is basically a remake of the Rusty animatronic from Spirit Halloween 2019, which was actually $200 and he's only $180. And I actually like this version of the prop a lot better. I know a lot of people don't like him because he's a reskin and because they say Rusty was better. But in my opinion, Smiling Jack is actually a lot better. And Rusty was super faulty. And I think that's mainly because the chainsaw that he was holding, that he was lifting up, was super heavy. And that just put a lot of stress on the mech. But the shovel that Smiling Jack is holding is super lightweight. It's like light plastic, and then the metal part, or what looks like metal, is foam. So that leads to the motion actually being a lot faster, and it doesn't wear out as quickly. And from what I've seen, this guy is super durable. I haven't seen a single one broken. But yeah, he's actually super cool and super underrated. I haven't really seen many other hunters that bought him, but he's super cool. And I'm so glad that I was able to get him at the 50% off sale on November 1st for just under $100, which is such a steal for this guy. So now let's get into the detail. So one thing I like about this prop is that it actually has a very simple look to it. There's not a lot of detail really, but that kind of makes it look like more of a filler prop in your haunt or display, and you're not expecting it to do this jump scare motion, which I really like that it's so simple because it kind of gives it that surprise element because you're not expecting anything. So starting down here at the bucket, this is probably the most detailed part, honestly. It has like these little like blood splatters in it. Mine is chipped a little, but that's fine. And then it has the sensor in it, which is the sound and motion sensor. So if you like put candy in here, like it shows on the box, which we'll get to later. If you put candy in here, it would like activate it when you go to get candy. So that's kind of nice that it has that feature. And then it also has just like sound activation, or you can hook it up to a step pad. But yeah, then it has these shoes that have these laces on them, kind of, and they're like hard plastic, and then they're both the same. And then going up the clothing, it's like this overalls design, and it has these little patches on them. And then the shovel is like plastic, this part is. It's like this brown color, and it actually does have some texture to it. And then this is foam, which is very low quality, and you can see it's already starting to rip. But I actually kind of like that they did it like that because, like I said, that doesn't put as much stress on the mechanism, and he can pop up super quickly. And that also makes him last longer because the mechanism will not wear out as quickly. So going up to the face, head area, there's this burlap around his neck and this rope. And then his face is super cool. It's just this simple pumpkin. A lot of people don't like that it looks so like family friendly and like not scary, but I actually really like the face. I think it's super cool, and it has these like indentions so it looks like a real pumpkin, and that goes all the way around. And then the hat is supposed to be pointed like this, but it doesn't really keep its shape very well. It kind of flops down over the eyes, which is one thing I don't really like because when the shovel pops up, it kind of messes up the hat, so there's no way to really keep it in place. But it still looks really cool overall, and I love the way this guy looks. So now let's get on to the mechanism and the features. So one thing I really like about this prop is that it has these Velcro strips on either side that you can strap it down to the chair, because if you watched my unboxing video, which is in the description and it will be on the end screen, you should go check it out. I had him set up on a crate thing, and he was not Velcroed onto it, and he completely fell off because the motion is very violent, jerky motion, so you really need to tie it down to the chair you're using. So I really like that it has that. So looking inside the prop, this prop is techie, so it is all plastic, but here's the mechanism for the arms, and then the head and all that is right there. And one thing that's really nice is it all comes already plugged up. Like, you don't have to do any cords, so there's no really room for error on that, which is great. And then looking at the base control box area, you can see that it has 3 modes. One for on, which is just like motion sensor, and sound. Motion only, which would just be the motion in the candy bowl. And then foot pad, which is if you hook up a try me button or a foot pad or even a multi-prop remote will work with this. And then there's the speaker, the volume control, which this guy gets super, super loud. Even at the low settings, it's very loud. So that is one good thing. The motor is very loud, but he's also very loud, so it kind of covers it up. Here's where you plug in the adapter, and it also has a battery option, which is very nice. And here's all these wires that go to the mech, and they already come plugged in. But when I was taking it apart, I accidentally unplugged one of these. But it's super easy to put them in if you do. They're just like the simple little things you plug in. But yeah, that all comes already on, which is super nice. And it's so nice that it has the battery compartment because you can't always have an adapter by your props. So that's really good that it comes with that feature. And you can also see there's all of this padding inside the clothing, and it goes up a little, and that just kind of gives him some more depth so he doesn't look so two-dimensional. He looks like a real scarecrow. It kind of just fills him out, and he looks more realistic, which is great. Now, before I show Smiling Jack in motion, I'm just going to show the box because I know people love to see that. He's super tall. I think it's the same size as Rusty's box, if you've ever seen that. It's tall, but not very wide, kind of like Mr. Dark. But yeah, here's the front of the box. The side. There's that, if you want to read that. Here's the back. It has the same thing as the front, just in Spanish. Here's the side, also the same as the other side, but in Spanish. And then here is the top of the box, which just says, Smiling Jack Greeter springs to life when tricksters reach for treats. And then it says that in Spanish in the cool Party City font, which I really like this font. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. As you can see, when activated, Smiling Jack's arms quickly spring up, and it's like the head rocks back and forth very violently, which really shakes the whole body. And I really love this movement. When I first unboxed him and did the first demo, I was like shocked at how fast that arm movement is. You can even see in my unboxing, I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because it really is. They shoot up so quickly, and the movement is just so violent, which I love. And like I was saying earlier, he doesn't look like a prop that would move. Maybe to like a person going through a haunt or a yard display. He doesn't look like an animated prop really because of how like family friendly it looks. But then he does this super jerky and all of a sudden movement. And it's just a really good jump scare, and I love that about him. It's just so unexpected and really cool. So all in all, I do give Smiling Jack a 10 out of 10 because I just think he's such an amazing prop and jump scare, and I'm so excited to use him this Halloween, and I do highly recommend him to anyone who is questioning purchasing him. You can still buy him on Party City's website. I don't think he's going to be in stores this year, but he is still in stock online. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry there hasn't been as much Spirit content this year. I know this is a problem all over the country, but especially near me, all of my stores have been super late opening and have had a hard time getting in shipments. I know that's just a nationwide issue right now, but I think a lot of them are starting to open now, so you should expect to see a lot more Halloween content this October, and this is going to be a great Halloween season. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Carter Halloween, and I'll see you in the next video.